2020 Honda Clarity. So the recharge, this is YF refrigerant, but I can't start this one. They haven't got the coolant for it yet, and as you can see, the coolant inverter heat exchanger is missing. This guy right there. You know, that'd make a good project for home, for you guys who want to make heaters at home, water cool sourcing. This is where you would take say our apprentice, and say for residential HVAC, you go, you know what? You show me that you can build a water source heat pump, and this does this every now and then. It's off, supposedly. All I did was open up the door and these fans always kick on. Something I didn't know about the Clarity that I just noticed. So what you would do is you get a little water pump and figure out the flow you need for the cubic inches, your fin, and how much water you can flow through this. This would be a huge heat exchanger for a house. So you literally can add a heat, use your water heater for your domestic heating. Now, of course, you would not want to one-to-one the fluid because you can't contaminate back in your fluid. So you'd want to get a heat exchanger. Let's see if we can see a heat exchanger. You'd want to grab a plate heat exchanger so you can run your domestic water heater through a heat exchanger and exchange heat to the glycol or water that you would run in this system. Now, you could run something like this in a box you would make up. You'd throw some fans on it, whether they're a 12 volt or 110 volt, and you'd put some ducting into your house, and you literally can turn this into a heater coil off your hot water heater to heat an entire house. I would say you could probably get 3 or 4 tons of cooling, say 48,000 BTUs of heat, if you run 140 degree hot domestic water with a little 12 volt or line source voltage off your house water pump, and you pump hot water through here, and you heat up a whole house with that thing. And I was about to fill this, I can't start it. So what I'll do is just fill it up and let them have it, and when they put it all back together, let's see, I got the low side off. I got the low side off here because I'm not even testing or taking any readings because I can't start it. So low side's off, vacuum is on, refrigerant source is off, high side is open, high side is engaged at the valve. So let's turn off the vacuum. Let's watch our gauge right here. Let's see if we can get it. Goddamn glare in the eyes. I could see it, but you guys can't see it. Sorry about that. So I'm turning off the vacuum source, and I want 445 grams. And there we're going. We're filling it up right now. 100 grams, 200 grams, 300 grams. Boom. 400. Let's start turning it off. A little more. Now I still got a little bit of refrigerant in this line, and it'll be under vapor and high pressure. So this is a cold car. The car's been sitting here overnight. It's about 52 degrees. And so I'll just flip the tank over. Turn off the heat. Now that would have messed up with the weight and everything like that. Come on, focus. Bastard, focus. There you go. Okay. Now, of course, that's not correct because I moved the lines and everything is not the same anymore. But a coincidence. It came out to 445 even after I disturbed it. And now I'm just going to open up the line here. Do a little bump. Now, you see how that jumped from 45 to 60? Now, what that was, it was the high pressure refrigerant in this line, and the system is cold and lower pressure, and when I cracked open this valve, under pressure it shot in and it vaporized inside this line and pushed in and through the liquid. So by this line, just this line, losing its refrigerant, and sitting on the scale, it went, or actually it went up, it got lighter. So the scale weighs upwards, and I just shot the rest of the charge into the system. Now I only have about 20 or 30 grams of, I know how I started out and how I ended. So now I know I have about 20 or 30 grams of refrigerant under vapor only inside the lines. So I'm charged. So in a couple days, when they put on the rest of the system, get the new heat exchanger here, fill up with coolant, they'll hit the AC button and it will work. And I did no testing or nothing. I just say, yeah, it'll work. I'm usually 99.9% of the time, it'll always work. Unless they leave something electrical off, like, well, they got everything here. Here's your ambient temperature sensors right there. Sometimes I forget to put those back on. I got a nice old one here. Check out the old Camaro. Pretty nice, all original. Oh yeah, still, this reminds me of my grandparents. Actually, they had a 67 Mustang. Original old lap belts. God, those things are scary nowadays. When I get into one of these old cars and I put on those seat belts, I fear for my life. Really nice. But this is where the boo-boo happened. A little something happened right here and got a little munched on the fender. But other than that, this is a clean car. All right, another clean one. Okay, guys, I will see you later. Adios.